Well, get ready, May, because it's time for
Hey,
episode 1,
May episode
mate.
1
And
of
welcome to you, mates.
unknown amount of episodes.
That's right. The sky is the limit.
Yeah, we could do like 50 of them.
Maybe even 50 and a half.
52. I'm gonna go 52.
52 episodes projected
52
of
sounds
Good
really
Friends
good.
Gaming. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. This is episode 1, the
Hello.
SimRacing Showdown. SimRacing Showdown.
Yes, let's race.
That's right. Let's race. I'm Let's Chief.
And I am red. 812.
812. There's numbers.
There's numbers.
Don't let it get confusing.
They're
There's math
important
involved.
numbers, because don't talk to red 811. He's an asshole. Like,
Yeah. You
Don't
could
mind
use some
him.
work. Anyways, those other Reds, they're not what we're here to talk about.
No.
We're here to talk about some sim racing. And I say first off, what the fuck, Codemasters? What are you doing? What are you doing releasing an incomplete game that's making everyone more pissed off at you again?
Yeah.
It's
I
been
used to like Codemasters. Dirt was good.
it's been downhill since Grid 2, right?
Yeah, Grid 2 is kind of poop. Auto Sport was.
But they still have the Dirt series.
The Dirt
And-
series are good.
And Dirt Rally in particular, even though it's in alpha right now, correct?
Yes, early access.
Early access alpha. Dirt Rally is amazing. So obviously,
That actually works.
yeah, Dirt Rally is actually pretty fantastic. Looks amazing. We'll get back to that in a minute. But clearly, there's some different development teams going on there. So whoever's fucking up Grid and F1 is their hands probably aren't in dirt at all.
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you look at you can sort of tell. If you look at the way the games are designed, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if someone were to tell me different fucking development company made those games, I'd believe them, because
Yeah,
there are no
they're-
similarities.
They're absolutely different. But so I was luckily gifted F1 2015. I played it the day it came out. They released an update that day within a few hours because everyone was bitching. Multiplayer did not work at all with private games. It couldn't, like, you would join a lobby and then it would just fail completely. The AI is pretty crummy because they apparently just like ramming into the back of you. And yeah, they don't care. They're like, you're in my way, F off. Move over or get wrecked. So AI could use some work. Multiplayer is way off. The game still crashes every time I close it, and I have to go into my settings to tell it my resolution and that I have a G27. So WTF, Codemasters.
I am
all I
so
gotta
glad
say.
I hate F1.
Yeah.
I was so glad I hate F1 and didn't want to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, like, I was really excited for the new generation of Formula One games. Like, 2013 is still really popular. 2014 is popular. I've never played any of the Formula One games, but I was really excited to see the new engine that they were playing, and it looked like all the previews, of course, always look amazing. They're always so cinematic and everything's so fantastic looking until they roll out the game and it's just a pile.
Well, what the fuck went wrong though? Because 2013 in particular, I played and it was good.
Right.
Why
Is
did
it
they?
just the-
How did they ruin it
Is
completely?
it just the implementation of the new engine? Is it a new team working on it altogether?
I do recall something about like Codemasters laying off a bunch of people not too long ago.
Well,
I think it was Codemasters. No, did they go bankrupt? I don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe they
This
were
was like
acquired
a
or something.
over a year ago, I'm sure. Like, it's old news, but I remember something Codemasters, like a division of it died or something like that, and I was sad. Because I used to like Codemasters until they started making.
Let's see.
shitty games.
January 9th, 2015, layoffs hit UK racing game developer Codemasters. There it is.
Knew
So
it.
in January, they laid off 50 people. which
Well, there you
is
go. That would
probably when
that
they
was
needed them the most.
that was probably all 50 of the people that were working on the F1 games. Because
Right.
Dirt is still really good. Like, no complaints about Dirt. That's still good. But F1, no. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really got into it because I don't like the racing at all. I don't like F1.
Yeah. Well,
But
Codemasters definitely dropped the ball on this one, and for that and me, have never played, having never played a Formula One game before that, I've made a top 5 list of some recent sim racing games, and none of the Formula One games made it for that reason. Sorry if you're from Formula One fans, but there's a reason behind it, and that's it. It's just simply my ignorance of Formula One. But let's say at our number 6 slot, just off the list, is maybe one of those Formula One games. We'll put Formula One Series at number 6, and then you could not bitch at me later. But so number 5 on my top 5 list. Let's get to this top 5 list, shall we?
oh dear, oh dear.
That's right. Just so you could disagree with me.
Yeah, I am prepared for that.
Number 5 on my list, GSCE, Game Stock Car Extreme. Pretty great realism, and I heard that they're pumping a lot of new work into it. It really makes me happy that, like, I thought it was pretty good when I first played it, and now that I'm hearing that there's a ton of new add-ons and work being done on the game, I'm really excited to get back into Stock Car Extreme and see what it has to offer with some of these new updates. But it's always been pretty decent on my list. Plus, they have karting, and you know how I am when it comes to karting.
Stupid.
Super
name.
into it. What? I love karting. What can I say?
No, like the name of that. Like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
the name is stupid. Like, I'm sure the game is brilliant and whatever, but how can you? What kind of an idiot makes a game called Stock Car Extreme and has no NASCAR racing in it?
People that where English isn't the first language. It's a Brazilian game, I believe, because the primary game is.
Yeah,
like,
but like I looked at
Brazilian
the
stock car.
picture of it, and it looks like NASCAR cars on there.
Yeah, and not gonna lie, the colors scheme of it and the font of it kind of makes it look like a fucking Disney game.
Right? Like,
It looks like really cartoony. It looks like it's gonna be like from the Cars movie. It really does. That's honestly what I thought. There was going to be cars with like happy faces and smiles and eyes, and everyone was going to get along at the end of the day. But it's not. It's supposed to be a sim. So maybe a little bit of fail with the marketing and the naming of the game. But you know, you'll have that now and again. But you know what? Another example of that is Assetto Corsa. Nobody knows how to effing spell Assetto Corsa unless you're really into it. Like, if you're looking for a racing game and you've heard of Assetto Corsa, good luck finding it.
I still don't know what it means.
Doesn't it just mean like racing simmers? I don't know what the hell it means.
I know Corsa means race in Italian, but that's
Right.
it. That's all I know.
Yeah. Oh,
I
it
don't know
means
what the
racing
setup
setup. It's because you could customize your racing setup, and well, we'll get back to Assetto Corsa. We'll get back to Assetto Corsa because they're on the list a little bit further up than Game Stock Car Extreme. Because you got to know it's a game when you buy games. So Game Stock Car Extreme, number 5, but a good sim nonetheless.
You should always, if you make a game, like it should always start with the word game in the title.
Otherwise, people are going to get confused.
Like,
how are they going to know?
Assetto Corsa, I call it Game Assetto Corsa.
Right, and then everyone will search for game first, and regardless of whatever the hell the next words are, even though nobody knows what they are or mean, you could just say game, and then it'll get you there. You'll find it eventually. Everyone knows. All right, number four on the list. So number 5, GameStop Car Extreme. Number 4 on the list has moved up significantly as far as my opinion of the game. I used to think it was a pile that like looked like a Sega Genesis game. Number 4, iRacing. I've never been into oval racing before, but some of the most fun and intense racing I've had online has been in iRacing on the oval track.
Can I just interrupt you for a moment?
Please.
You mean to tell me that a game called Stock Car Extreme has no oval racing, but iRacing does?
Uh-huh.
Did you mix up the titles?
I feel like Stock Car Extreme might have a couple oval tracks. It's just something I've never like got into.
Like, it just seems strange to me that a game called iRacing has like NASCAR shit, and
Right.
a game called Stock Car Extreme doesn't.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling all the NASCAR fans are buying NASCAR 15 anyway. Which, by the way, I might actually try if it would ever go on sale. So, NASCAR developers, who made that game, NASCAR 15? Do you know? I don't even know who makes it.
I'm too intelligent to enjoy NASCAR.
Hey, just because you don't eat Vagisil doesn't mean you can't enjoy NASCAR 15. But anyway, NASCAR 15 didn't make the list because I haven't played it. So,
Normie.
get at me with that sale, bro. I'll check it out. But iRacing, like I said, some of the most intense racing I've had has been like nose to nose, wheel to wheel on iRacing on the oval track on Charlotte, just playing the generic stock car rookie setups. Maybe it's intense because everyone's rookies. I'm not sure, but it's fun. I love it. You should get on that. You could get on iRacing for $5 for 3 months, just to see if you like it. There's coupon codes out there.
It still bothers me that it's just that it's subscription based. I don't
Right.
know why, but I just hate that.
My
can't-
biggest qualm with iRacing is definitely that it's subscription based. I just paid for a year because F it. It was $49, so half off. But then you still have to pay for additional content. So if you want
Well,
to
see,
get,
that's just bitch. Like,
Right.
why is that a thing?
but the only good side to that is that it keeps bad racers or people who are just there to wreck and not give a shit. It keeps them away
I
mostly.
highly doubt that. Because every time CSGO is on sale, there's like 20 hackers everywhere. There's like 20,000 hackers everywhere who just make a new Steam account, buy CSGO just to be douches. And CSGO on sale is a lot cheaper than iRacing.
It's true. There's that.
So
But you're not gonna turn left on CS:GO. You're just gonna
so
play
you'll
DE
strafe
Dust.
left. You'll strafe left. It's kind of the same thing.
That's true. There's a little bit of that. But actually, I recently was like, I don't know why. I did some road racing months ago on iRacing, and I don't know if they changed the engine at all or had some updates, but it really looked good the last time I played. I played a couple weeks ago or a week ago was it this week? Who the hell knows? I played recently. It was at Laguna Seca on the Mazda series, and I actually like really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's because I love that track. Maybe it kind of tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. But iRacing moved up the list for me, and that's why I put it at number 4.
I've not played it, and due to it being subscription based, I don't.
You would leave it off the list altogether.
Yep.
Generally, I'm super opposed to subscription gaming.
I hate it, and I mean I get it. I get why it's there because it's a continuous form of revenue. So I
Right.
get why companies do it.
Right.
But it's just like
It
if
makes
you're
sense,
gonna
but
do
it's a little
something like
bitch.
that, just actually add new content and shit.
Right. Don't make everyone pay
Like if
for
you're gonna make a
everything.
game that you're gonna make subscription based and then not change it anything for a year or whatever, like what? That's just mean. I don't get that. Like Elder Scrolls Online is an example here. Nothing's changed since they released it. It's still like $20 a month or whatever.
No, they got rid of the subscription. Didn't you hear?
Whoa! When
That's
did that
right.
happen?
They eventually gave in apparently because everyone boycotted, and it was a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was a couple months ago they got rid of the subscription.
Well, that's kind of
But I still didn't jump on the bandwagon because I was still pissed at them. I was like, no, you need to learn your lesson.
that's kind of half-half though, because with the Elder Scrolls Online, I sort of understood why they did the whole subscription based, because servers need to be online and they cost money on a monthly basis. But the amount of money they charged was ridiculous.
Yeah, outrageous for sure.
It should have been less.
Over
But
the
anyway,
top.
I digress. Subscriptions are gay.
Nitro says if you try iRacing, you'll like it.
I don't know, but
It's a
I,
possibility.
I'm
Knock
sure.
it till you
I'm
try
sure I could like it. If I try it, I'm sure I'll like it. But I don't know how I feel about giving them money every month
Yeah.
just so I can play their game.
That's why you just try it for $5, put the tip in, see what you think. Because it's never just the tip.
Yeah.
I should be cool and make a text file of my top 5 so everyone can see it on screen. But anyway, before I do that, number 3. Number 3 for me on my top 5 sim racers. Project Cars. Project Cars looks mostly beautiful. The colors are too saturated for me. It looks really effing cartoony. I didn't really mess with the ability to change that. I don't know if there is an ability to change that.
I'm not buying it.
No.
I looked at the pictures on Steam, and legit, they look like pictures. There's no way that game actually looks that good.
It's probably like the replay mode is pretty sexy. They have some sexy replay cameras. The TV cameras are really nice.
There's that one picture on the Steam store. It's like the back of like an orange BMW. That straight up just looks like a picture.
Yeah.
No, there's no way it looks
Well,
like
I'm sure if you had like a 980 Ti, you could you could see that 295X. Everything maxed out.
I don't know. Well, are you saying you're not capable of running it and on max settings?
Well, I don't do it because like online mode. Like,
Right.
I would never.
Gotta have that 60.
Yeah. I can't be breaking into the back of people on turn 1.
Yeah, you'll just be a console peasant. Right?
But the best thing that Project Cars has going for it that's really great is the crash physics. Like better than Assetto Corsa or anything like that. Assetto Corsa's crash physics are really lacking.
They're
I still
terrible.
rank it high on the list, but the crash physics are just absurd. So Project Cars just feels more complete in that way, but it's still just cartoony, and I don't know, something about it isn't 100% for me. I'm not sure that there's any one game, honestly, any one game that I could say 100% is the best sim racing game. I think we're still looking for it.
Yeah,
Where
I don't
are you?
think it's just there's a lot of potential out there with like Dirt Rally and Assetto Corsa, but they're all still early access.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
None of them are finished.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can say like, oh, this is the best one until they do a full release.
This last year, though, by far, has been the best generation of racing games and sim racing games in general.
Oh yeah,
Things have really stepped up.
A lot of racing games have been coming out.
Yeah, we're in a new era of sim racing as far as that's concerned.
Definitely. Because what do we get in like the past couple months to a year? We got Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, Dirt Rally, and iRacing, right? Or was that already there? Like, is this like an older game? I have no idea.
iRacing has been around for a minute.
Okay, well that Stock Car Extreme crap hasn't. I know that. That's pretty recent.
Yeah, it is pretty recent.
So this is, you know, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure in the past year-ish, 5 racing games have come out.
Yeah, it's definitely been competitive, which is great for us because we benefit from everyone competitively making sim racing games.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's been I even left out Grid Autosport. That's also pretty recent. I think that was this year. Right?
Yeah, Autosport was within the last year for sure.
Yeah, so that's 6 already then.
Hmm. Yeah, but you can't. I don't know. The good series of games is just like Need for Speed anymore. Honestly,
Hey, don't knock Need for Speed.
there was a couple titles out there that were worthwhile.
One of my favorite racing game is still one of the Need for Speed games. So
Which one?
Underground 2, it's still my favorite. It's
Classic
old
game.
as fuck, but it used to be so good. There was like, just in case you're like, Red, you're an idiot. What are you talking about? This was a game that was released in the 90s and it had multiplayer and LAN support.
That's right.
What? It was amazing. And I still know people, among which me, who still play it today. Like, it's that good. Which is also why I was a weird mixture of excited and terrified when EA announced they're working on
Right.
Underground 3.
Underground 3. And what's the big talk about this Underground 3 preview? Is this police bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, they showed cops in the pre-rendered trailer, whereas in Underground 1 and 2 there were no police. And they
Right.
showed it off in the trailer for Underground 3. And that's already got people freaking out.
I have a
like,
feeling that Need for
EA
Speed
is ruining
Rivals,
it.
Need for Speed Rivals probably flopped so bad they're just throwing everything from every game together into the next one, just to see what shit sticks.
Yeah.
Like throw it all in there, see what people like, and hopefully there's something for everyone. But I think, that police thing, which I really enjoyed from Hot Pursuit, but Hot Pursuit was meant to have that. It's the whole point of the game. While I enjoyed that, it probably isn't meant for this underground stuff.
Right, but I don't know. I just feel like Need for Speed series has been going downhill. Like, okay, Hot Pursuit 2, and that's like going way back here. Hot Pursuit 2 was awesome. Like, I played that when I was like 16-ish. I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to like quote here, but I'm pretty sure that came out before Underground 2. And I used to be addicted to that thing. Like Hot Pursuit 2. That was so good. Never played multiplayer though. I don't think it had it, but
Really?
yeah, I don't think it had that.
I kind of want to pull up this Underground 3 teaser trailer and show everybody.
You should. It's terrible.
I don't know. Is it all just cinematics or what?
Yeah, it's a pre-rendered thing, and it's like really dark, and you don't really see shit except for like flashing sirens and
Really?
a car going rim rim. It doesn't really show much except for the fact that there's probably going to be cops in the game, which is the main reason people are pissed off.
Right.
But you can't tell more from that, really.
Huh.
That's all you can see.
Just like, here's some cops, good luck.
Yep. Here's like
Oh, is
some
this
dude
some-
in like a
is
Mazda RX-8 being chased by a dude in a Crown Vic. Yay! Challenge everything. That's pretty much the entire trailer.
EA challenges our patience, mostly.
Yep. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's not good.
Let's check this out real quick.
Are you
Yeah,
getting
I'm gonna
it?
play it.
Alright, you should.
Yo, what's that?
Yo, cops. Drift in those corners, I'm sure it'll be really arcadey.
As you can see, it's all cinematic. There's no
Yeah.
way it'll look that good.
All footage captured in game from their cinematics.
Yeah, okay.
From their cinematics in game.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Oh, that's interesting. We'll see what happens.
No,
See
Like, how? That's just the shittiest trailer ever. There's just a dude in an RX-7
That's
being
their big
chased
E3 like announcement too.
by a couple of cops.
Come
Yeah.
on, EA. You're not even trying anymore.
They're not even trying at all. Like, that's not a trailer, goddammit. That's like 20 seconds of like cinematic footage. That is not a trailer. Like, I got really excited when people were like, "Oh crap, they're releasing Underground 3," and I'm like, "Oh dear," because I know for a fact that all the dudes that worked on Underground 2 are no longer working for EA, so it's going to be a different dev team.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they've been through a number of changes in the years since the early days. Let's touch on like the early days, Shift and even Shift 2. That's not even that early, but
Shift, I loved Shift.
the Need for Speed did have a couple sim-like titles that were pretty decent.
Shift was good.
Shift was great.
Shift 2 was terrible, but Shift was good.
Yeah, Shift 2 existed, but Shift 1 was pretty fantastic.
I love that game.
Yeah, we kind of played a number of hours on that for a while.
Oh yeah, we played that a lot even before we got Assetto Corsa, we were doing that.
Yeah, it was kind of
how we got into it, I think.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
I think that's how we got into sim racing. We started playing Shift, and then one day I messaged you saying like, "Oh, we should get this game called Assetto Corsa."
Right, and I was into it because I had just worked on the TV show Kart Life, so I was all about racing and like trying to learn how to do that. And
so then we both bought it, and then my wheel broke, and now you have like what 300 hours on that thing, and I have like 20.
kind of something like
I
that.
have like 20 hours on Assetto Corsa, and you have like a couple hundred.
We won't go into the details.
It's just hilarious to me that I'm the one who got you to buy it, and you've played like so much more than I have.
And I'm sure you can see now in the stream, I've released my number 2 pick for my top 5. Sexy as hell. Codemaster somehow. Dirt Rally.
The only good game they've released recently.
Right. Their Dirt series has always been pretty decent.
Yeah. I applaud them for straying away from making another arcadey style dirt game, because they've been technically sims, but always a touch arcadey, like handling.
Right, and this one is definitely being touted as the most realistic rally sim, right? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Like, I tried to play it for controller. Nope.
Yeah, definitely need a wheel to for counter steering on this.
Or I could just try and fix mine again for the like 5th time.
No, you need to invest. You need to invest in a wheel.
I just need to like have the force feedback motor like stop cutting out and making me spin off.
Right.
Like my wheel would be just fine, honestly, if the force feedback didn't stop working constantly.
Well, that is an issue. You could turn it off completely, but then it's just loose butthole.
Yeah,
then it just feels arcadey.
Yeah, there's no way I could race without force feedback.
I bet it'd be, yeah, you need to feel like the grip.
Yeah.
You lose it.
Might as well use keyboard and mouse at that point.
But Dirt Rally, number 2 on the list, even though it's early access alpha, I believe, it only has a rally right now. It's totally incomplete. They're coming out with a big update though very soon, and they're doing the Rallycross update.
Ah, damn it.
That's right.
I was kind of hoping this would actually just be a rally game without the Gymkhana and Rallycross and all that stupid shit. But alas.
Yeah, people are into the Gymkhana and stuff.
I like rally and time trial. I don't like Rallycross. I don't like Gymkhana. I don't care who Ken Block is. Go away.
I understand.
I really don't
different
care.
strokes, different strokes.
Like that just really weirded me out on like Dirt Free because it's called Colin McRae Dirt Free, and Colin McRae was a really good race rally driver, and then you start playing Dirt Free and all, and it's all this like Ken Block dude. I'm like, the fuck?
They pulled the old bait and switch, huh?
Yeah,
Someone got the title rights, but someone else was actually in the game.
yeah. Like that
That's
just
weird.
made no sense to me. Like you've got like Travis Pastrami or something. What's his name? You got like the Travis Pastrami dude and Ken
The sandwich
Block.
guy, right?
You've got those two narrating everything in Dirt Free, and then it's like Colin McRae's name on the game. It's like, what?
Everyone's got a piece of the action.
Like Colin McRae isn't featured in the game at all. It's what?
Who knows why people choose to do the things that they do? Nitro, we agree. Dirt Rally is already better than all the other dirt games they've released. Dirt 2 had a number of cars though, so we'll see how the car list looks.
I'd still take Dirt 2 over Dirt Free because Colin McRae was actually sort of featured in it, and there were more tracks and more cars.
Yeah, definitely.
But Dirt Free is pretty.
Yeah, Dirt 3 looks a little better, but whatever.
And I mean, I don't know, with the complete edition now, I think
Right.
they might not. I'm not sure if Dirt 2 would have more cars at this point anymore, because in the complete
You think they
edition, you've got,
imported
like,
them?
what, the Lancia Fulvia and the Renault Alpine something, and the Stratos and
Right.
shit. You got all those, and the BMW.
Yeah, they just kind of probably imported them to get some influx of money that they could pour into Dirt Rally.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me, because looking at Dirt Rally, it's probably taking them like at least a year to develop that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they started that like straight after they released Dirt Free. Just start on a new one already to like release a couple.
But
years
thank
later.
you to whatever division of Codemasters is developing the Dirt Rally series.
Yeah,
Because
thank you for not letting the thank you for not letting the F1 guys do it.
don't let them touch it. Don't let them ruin the game.
No, don't let them touch it. Just
Or
hide it.
yeah,
Or just fire them. I don't care.
yeah. Maybe we should bring back everyone that was laid off and fire the people that were responsible for
Yeah,
F1
like,
2015.
just
That's not a bad
hey,
idea.
If I was running Codemasters, because F1 can go to hell, scrap that entire shit. Bring back all the people that made Underground 2. Make them work on Underground 3.
That's right.
There. Just
Take
scrap
everyone
the
from
F1
EA.
series.
Maybe everyone should just get together and make a third company.
Or that. I mean, I just scrapped the entire F1 series because F1.
Yeah, well, you can't be bothered by F1 anyway.
I hate it. It's a stupid sport. It's not a driver-oriented sport anymore. It's just like, oh, you gotta have this engine and this tire, and oh wait, your tire's too good. No, your tire's not good enough. It's like all these stupid rules.
Yeah,
like,
man, I'm sick of
even
these
like-
rules.
And even like Ferrari or something, they cheated. Did you know that? The
do
last
you mean?
F1 race, Ferrari cheated and broke the rules.
I know,
And
I didn't hear about that.
they just got fined like 200 grand or something because of the cheating.
Is that all that happened? They didn't
Dude,
get
that's
penalized otherwise?
That's how much they listen. That's how much they pay the driver
Right.
here.
It's
Like,
a drop
okay,
in the
so-
bucket.
They have two drivers, right?
Yeah.
One of them was obviously faster as the other one, so they wanted to like send a coded message to the driver to like let the faster driver, like the teammate, the faster one, to let him pass. And then they said something along the lines like, "He is faster than you. Do you understand this message?"
Okay.
Like that's not much of a code word, is it?
No, I
So
don't get.
uh,
That
the,
happens
the
normally though. Like one car will be faster than the other, and they'll.
the pit crew was like, "He is faster than you. Do you understand this message?" Like, that's not even trying to hide it.
I don't even get what the. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe there was a language barrier
Like
thing.
the organizers of F1 or whatever, I don't know who those people are. Like, stop giving them money because it's a stupid sport. But
All right. Enough about how you hate F1.
no. One more thing, like
Wait, I'm not done hating on F1 yet. Okay, go ahead.
they caught them. They caught them doing that, and they fined them 200,000, I think.
Uh,
That's how much they pay Alonso a year or a race.
yeah. Well, that means they got fucking tons of bank floating around.
Yeah,
It's not even like
of course
that
they
big
do.
of a
Like,
punishment.
why? What is even entertaining about F1 anymore? It's just
Were they-
fun winning constantly. Who
Were they
cares?
were they docked any points or anything like that?
No,
Or
just got a fine. That's it. Hey, give us 200 grand because you cheated. And Ferrari's like, okay, that's what we pay these two fucking a day. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They didn't give a shit. And then they like changed the regulations where with tires, like they lasting too long. So they
Right.
fucking make. So they got a contract with Continental to make like a weaker tire.
They
so
gotta nerf them tires.
Yeah, they like got a contract with Continental to like make a less good of a tire that wouldn't last as long. And then it was all over the news where it was like Continental tires bursting into pieces during F1 races. And that's so much fucking bad rep for Continental right there. Like they took such a bad hit. Because if you're into F1 and you see that shit, and you're like, I'm going Michelin, fuck that. Like, and it's all because of these idiots making all these stupid rules that don't make any sense. Like, it's just all computers now. It's barely anything to do with a driver these days. Because it's all these driver aids and steering wheels with 20 million buttons on them.
Right.
I liked F1 back when Ayrton Senna was still a thing. That's when F1 was good. Now it's just computers. They can actually tweak the engine from the pit
Right.
while it's racing around.
Gotta have that Wi-Fi.
Really?
Hell yeah, man.
That's so dumb.
It's science.
That's so dumb. It's hardly a sport anymore. It's not the driver winning the races. It's the like techie dudes in the pits going, "Ooh, if I just increase the fuel flow by this much,
Right.
oh."
We need more oxygen in the carburetor.
It's just it makes me cry. F1 used to be so good.
Well,
It's poop now.
on that low note, let's go back to a high note. How about number one on the top 5 list? Which, in my opinion, even though it has poopy crash physics and a weird multiplayer setup, it makes no sense. Assetto Corsa, super highly moddable. You could download it, any number of cars and tracks to drive whatever you want. You know those little red toy cars with the yellow roof that you like Flintstone power with your feet when you're a little kid? I was driving one of those the other day. That's that's how moddable this game is.
But the one gripe I've got with it, which is why I haven't been that into it,
Yeah.
is this every time I play it, I just feel like this game isn't ready yet. It's not
Right.
finished.
You're right. It isn't completely finished, and it's still being worked on. But they got laser scan tracks, and they get information from car manufacturers that nobody else gets, so that their simulator could be uber realistic and
Yes.
get all that. And
But
like what?
sorry.
But what? I was gonna say the other thing is that like as far as tuning, like almost everything is highly moddable, and like getting your setups is like really interesting part of it. Even though the language of the instructions for the tuning may not make the most sense because English probably isn't their best language. It's still great. There's a lot there, and I think it's a fantastic game, even though it has some shortcomings.
But
Fight me, bro.
and here's my main gripe with it. Yes, sure, they have all these people that they can talk to, all these manufacturers they can talk to and make it super realistic, but that does mean there's only like 4 of them.
4 of what?
Car manufacturers in the game.
They're adding more. They're adding more.
Last time I checked, all they had was Mercedes, BMW, Ferrari, and something else. I've forgotten. Oh yeah, McLaren.
They're coming out with a new update.
Oh,
I
and
think
Lotus.
that's adding
Damn
Subaru.
it, I forgot Lotus.
Oh yeah, of course. I got a ton of Lotus.
Nah, but seriously, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's cool that it's super realistic and all that,
Yeah.
but it's so limited in terms of cars and tracks, I feel. Like, yeah, you can mod it, but why wasn't, like, Laguna Seca in there to start with?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Why do you have to mod it? To have
I wonder
a
if
track?
it's because Mazda. Does Mazda still own Laguna Seca?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
And they don't have a contract with Mazda yet, right?
Well, why would you? They don't really make any race cars.
Yeah, but I mean, they could still. There's a couple cars.
The only thing that comes close is the RX-8, which is not that great.
I mean, there's a couple decent street cars.
Well, yeah, the RX-8 and RX-7. RX-7's fucking dope.
I'm sure people would drive
RX-8
those.
is okay. But other than that, they just make boring sedans and station wagons.
Yeah, but I mean, if
I
people
don't know
drive the
why they
Reliant
have a
Robin,
racetrack, honestly. I have no idea. I
yeah,
have no idea why they have a racetrack.
to
They don't
sell
make any race
cars, I
cars.
have no idea.
Like, if Toyota had one, okay, I get that, because they've got the Supra, and they've got Lexus, which has got the LFA. You know, that would make more sense. But
Right.
Mazda, MX-5, and RX-8, that's like the only sporty-ish cars that they produce.
True.
Yeah. So
Uh,
why do they need a racetrack? I don't get it.
There is an update. I wish I could find the link. I'm trying to find it right now. There's an update for Assetto Corsa that's coming out that's free. It's not the Dream Pack. But they have an update that's going to have a few more cars and tracks. I wish I could find it.
Okay, well, it's about time.
Let's see if these guys have.
I mean, back when like was still playing it, I was like, oh yeah, it's not so bad, you know, you can just mod it and whatever. But then they like changed something in the game where like all the mods stopped working, or like partially not working.
Oh, right.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Like the Reliant Robin thing we tried? It
Right,
didn't
the
have
Reliant
an
Robin
engine
does not
noise.
work anymore,
Yeah.
actually.
It didn't even have engine noise when we tried it.
Now the
So-
game
wait,
just crashes when I try it.
It doesn't work at all now?
I think so.
Damn. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you don't add a lot of content and focus on making it as realistic as possible, cool. But stop breaking your mods by changing, like, the entire game every time.
Right.
Like, the coding of it. Like, oh no, we're gonna, like, make mods work like this now. Like, half a year after you release it.
Right. I
That's-
wonder if they're not concerned
that's-
though, or were asked to do that because people were just stealing from other games.
I don't see how you could.
Because they would just import it from other games, and
I'm pretty sure parameters from other games imported into Assetto Corsa would make it completely different. I'm pretty sure they have their own engine.
Sure, but they were able to, obviously, for tracks and stuff. Like, there's tracks that certain websites remove from their list because they were just stolen from other games. I don't know how it works, but it's true.
I don't
That's why
think they
there
could
is
do
so
it
much
for
from it.
cars, though.
I think they did. Because there was a whole pack of cars that were, like, stolen.
Wow.
I don't know what game it was from or anything.
Well, then maybe they should maintain their like mod thing a bit more. Or, like,
Well, I don't think they
pay
can.
attention.
It's
Yeah,
like,
just pay attention to what mods people upload. Like,
right, and then make that.
yeah, it's just if Assetto did what Steam does and just have the workshop,
Right,
they can monetize what's on there.
right.
Or not
Instead,
monetize.
it's the Wild West for Assetto
Exactly.
Corsa
Like,
mods.
there's like 20 different thousand websites who all have mods on it for Assetto Corsa, which means they can't maintain it and keep track of it. If they just had their own mod store thing from the get-go, they could have avoided that. That's what I think they should have done.
You know, in Assetto's, I'm reading Assetto's announcement for its console debut, and they're claiming over 100 high-performance cars for
They
the
barely
console
have
release.
20.
Over
There's
20
barely
different
20
track
different-
configurations, it says.
There's barely 20 cars in that game.
Right, if there's barely 20 cars in that game, does that mean they're about to add like a butt ton of cars in the next half a year or a year? You know what I mean? Is that potentially what's going to happen?
I'll buy a wheel if they do, but I'm only making that commitment because I'm pretty much guaranteed they won't.
I wonder if it's because of this partnership. They're partnering with 505 Games. I have no idea what 505 has done before this.
Never heard of them, which is worrying because that probably means they're shit.
Or just like nobody. Let's see.
Or nobody and shit. They could be both. That's even scarier.
Interesting. They made Sniper Elite and Payday, I think.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's interesting.
I didn't know that.
Acquisitions, they're taking over publishing duties from everybody.
Oh.
Let's see.
So did they acquire the people who made the games, or did they actually make those?
No, it's like they were acquiring. No, they acquired like Brothers and stuff like that. A bunch of like indie stuff, and then they developed. They came to agreement with Overkill to do Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition. Huh. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that's...
The company founded its early success through its video games Cooking Mama and Zumba Fitness. That's how you know they're good.
Oh yeah,
that's
the
they've published
basis
Sniper
for...
Elite 3.
That's the basis for a great gaming developer.
Yeah.
There's things like that.
It's been nothing but success since Zumba Fitness.
Oh yeah, Zumba Fitness was their glory days.
Because you got to have a firm, solid foundation physically to build your company on.
I'm sure Zumba Fitness was their golden hour. That was their moment.
And their office is really in shape because of it.
Yep. Even the secretary doesn't have a big mouth on her.
Well, there's my top 5 completed, guys. We got Stock Car Extreme number 5. Number 4 is iRacing, Project Cars, Dirt Rally, and then Assetto Corsa. Tell me if you disagree in chat or comments, whatever you want to do. We're going to upload this on YouTube, so it'll be there.
I disagree.
You disagree. I know you disagree. You're always in disagreement.
Oh yeah. Not
So
because I like disagreeing with you. It's just
is it just because you haven't played a lot of these games recently due to your wheel malfunction?
nah. I mean, I was never that into Assetto Corsa. I was like, oh, this looks dope. Let's buy it. And then we both bought it and played for a bit. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Then wheel broke, and I'm like, ah, this is awful.
Right.
And then I just stopped playing.
Right.
And now you have like a couple hundred on that.
But you do feel like Assetto Corsa is an incomplete game. You have said that.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's
just needs
noticeable
work.
that it's not finished.
Right.
That
I could agree with that.
noticeable.
However,
And it bothers me a bit.
sure, I still hold
Not to
firm
the
in-
point where I'd stop playing it altogether. The only reason I stopped playing it altogether is because my wheel's dead.
Right. Well,
If
what
my
would you
wheel wasn't dead, I'd still play it. But
what would you change about the list then?
I'd put Dirt Rally on number 1 for sure. I'd pretty much swap Assetto Corsa with Dirt Rally. I think Assetto Corsa is number 2 for sure. Number 3, I'd put Shift because
You'd put Shift as number 3.
oh yeah, I would.
I mean, Shift was pretty good.
I liked it a lot actually.
Maybe I'm too far removed from it recently.
And yeah, it's I don't know. It's just sort of the game that got me into sim racing, and it's still, it's still really good.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I could play it right now and be like, oh yeah, it's totally noticeable that this game is like 7 years old now.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
I'd still maybe be able to get down on Shift, but I don't know that I'd be able to put it. You're having me question. You're having me question my list now.
Come on, put it in your top 5. You know you'll like it. It got you to.
You make me want to
got
swap
to
iRacing.
games.
I
It
want to
got
move
you.
iRacing to 5 or even
Yeah.
6, and then
Fuck
put
iRacing.
Shift as 5 and number 4 as stock
Like,
car.
I am disappointed in you for not
I
having.
know I've always held
Shift
really
on your top
strongly.
5.
I've always maintained really strongly that I hate subscription-based gaming. But
Exactly, and you like Shift. We both know that because it got you. All right, put it this way: if I never bothered you constantly to play Shift with me, you wouldn't be sitting there with a wheel in front of you. I'm sure of it.
that's probably true.
And you wouldn't have Assetto Corsa or Project Cars or iRacing or Dirt Rally.
It's true. It's true.
Actually,
Maybe.
you might have Dirt Rally because we played Dirt with the controller.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd have Dirt Rally if I didn't have any of those other games, because you like Dirt way more than I like Dirt. Even though Dirt's number 2 on my list right now, I'm not great at it.
All day. Come on, change the list.
Change
You
the
know,
list.
you know, iRacing. Get rid of iRacing, and I mean, I personally think you should just replace iRacing with Need for Speed Shift. But I'll accept if you put it on 5 and move Stock Car Extreme to 4. But it should be in your top 5, man. Come on.
Alright, I've done it. I've rearranged my top 5. Sorry, iRacing and iRacers. Shift is pretty great. And you know
Shift is
what?
better.
You're right. Fuck subscription gaming.
Fuck subscription.
Even though I'm subscribed to it,
Yeah, but
fuck
like-
subscription gaming.
Honestly, I reckon Shift would be better than iRacing if more people played it. The reason, I think Shift just got
Yeah.
unlucky in the fact that it came out at the wrong time.
It was
Because
ahead
right
of its time, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Because right now everyone is hardcore into racing sims, and back in 2009 when Shift came out,
True.
there wasn't that big of a you know, it was kind of a niche.
Yeah, and they were probably still playing iRacing back then.
And honestly, like, the multiplayer is pretty good. And far as, like, there's not a lot of people that play the multiplayer, but the people that we've played with, I'm sure you can contest to that, are all really friendly and, like, cool people.
Yeah, the community of like real sim racers out there are fantastic. No
And
matter what
Shift's
game you find them
community
on.
is fantastic.
Yeah, they were always really nice guys too.
Yeah, they
For
were
the
really
most part.
cool. And the multiplayer was pretty good. It's
Yeah.
just a shame not more people play it, and that's why I'm trying to advocate people to just give Shift a try. It's like
Give Shift
10
a
bucks.
chance.
Give EA a chance. Don't do it for them, do it for me. It's like $10 on Steam. Try it.
You know what?
It's good.
I feel bad again.
It's better than iRacing, and it's cheaper. Because you only have to pay the $10 once. Not every year.
I felt bad again. I made it a top 6.
No, wait, what? You made what a top
I made
six?
the list a top 6 list because I felt bad.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as Shift is above iRacing, I'm okay with it.
It is. There it is. Top 6.
Yep.
What else? Did anything get an honorable mention?
The original grid.
Original grid. Grid 1 honorable mention.
Yep. It was good until Codemasters broke it somehow, and it wouldn't work anymore. Like, I don't know if anyone watching had the Steam version like I did, but one day it just stopped launching,
Right.
and I could never figure out why.
I remember you saying that. Tragic.
It just stopped launching. It works again now, but it didn't for like 7 months. And after you just spent $30 on a game, and like a month later it just stops working for like 7 months.
Puts a bad taste in your mouth.
Yep. So I only have like 2 hours on it, because that's all I managed to do.
Tragic.
Nah, it's not true. 2 hours. It's way more than that. But whatever. Like, I didn't get to play it as much as I wanted to because Codemasters broke the thing.
Some non-sim honorable mentions that should just get touched upon gently. Caressed.
Stroke it gently.
The Crew. It's a game.
Oh, no. Oh. I would buy the Crew over Project Cars.
No, fuck you.
No, fuck you. I would.
No, fuck you. You're wrong.
I would.
You would, but that doesn't
During
make
the-
it right.
During the Steam sale, we both got Dirt Rally instantly, and then you were like, Project Cars, and I'm like, the Crew. You ended up actually getting Project Cars. I
Yeah.
didn't actually get the Crew, but I was more tempted to buy the Crew than Project Cars.
I think that's a mistake.
No,
I think
no. The
even though
multiplayer looks so fun.
I guess you could just do that in
Open
Grand
world
Theft Auto.
shit
You already own
sounds
that. Who
fucking
cares?
great.
Just do
Nah,
it in GTA.
The open. I don't own GTA.
I thought you had GTA, the new GTA.
5? No.
Yeah, you told me to get it.
I told
guess
you to
never
get
got
it, but I'm not gonna get it unless you get it. That kind of deal.
Then we'll be good friends gaming together.
But yeah, like, I was like, I saw you. I bought Dirt Rally and then just sort of like chill. And then a couple of days later, I noticed you bought Dirt Rally and Project Cars.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, cool, he's got Dirt Rally. Should I get Project Cars? And I'm just like, Project Cars. And I just look at it and I'm like, no way this looks this good.
Right.
And then I go to the main, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not getting that. And I go to the main store page and I see like the Crew 60% off. And I'm like, I heard about this. What is this? I heard about this game. I just look at it, watch a couple trailers and all that crap. Watch some videos on YouTube of dudes playing it. I'm like, open world shit sounds pretty ballin'. Like, yeah. So I was about to go get it, but then I was like, I'll keep this $20 in my pocket.
Yeah.
But-
you could take your blurry, fast, third-person racing game even if it's open world. I'm not.
It's not third person.
Does it have cockpit view?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's not third person. I don't know who told you that, but it's not
I've
third
seen
person.
some trailers where it's third person.
It can be, but it does have a
Could be
cockpit view.
anything.
Trust me, if it was only third person, I wouldn't have even considered getting it. You know how I am.
What about Wreckfest though? Next car game, which is another stupid title. Since we were talking about stupid titles earlier.
I don't
Next
know.
car game.
I still think Game Stock Car Extreme was just like they made the name in Brazilian and then translated it with Google Translate, and we're like, okay, market this.
So bad.
But next car game, Wreckfest, I don't know.
It's pretty bad also.
If you like Dirt Showdown and you have money, go get it. But honestly, that's all it is from what I've been able to tell. It's just Dirt Showdown.
Really?
It's
Is
just
it like
Dirt Showdown.
Burnout Paradise at all? Isn't it like kind of a wreck shit?
Oh, it's just derby shit.
Really?
Yeah. Like beating up pieces of shit and you ram the fuck out of each other on like dirt tracks.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more like Burnout for some reason.
No, no. And at that point you may as well just get Dirt Showdown instead.
Alright.
Because that's a lot cheaper, but it doesn't look as good. Although, that said, I think there's more that you can do in next car game Wreckfest. But is it worth the money? I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure when they first announced next car game, it wasn't supposed to just be dirt crap.
Yeah.
They were just gonna be like something like Project Cars, where just everything, like but they ran out of money or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they just do derby, demolition derby. That's all it is. From what I've seen, it's just demolition derby.
Gotcha.
At which point you may as well just get Dirt Showdown for like $5.
Right.
Because it just looks like dirt free. So
there's that.
Ugly.
Speaking of some dirt, if anyone's into motocross, you got MotoGP 15 coming out. Or already out, actually, released last month.
What's that have to do with
ago.
dirt?
Because you're in the dirt. You're kicking up some dirt.
Well,
It's not like I'm like, speaking of dirt, Trackmania is on sale. I don't know.
Trackmania is on sale.
No, it's not on sale. I just made that
Oh.
up. Just to be an example.
Oh, you got me to go like this.
Sorry. I didn't
Look
think
at
you were
the store and
excited.
everything.
Trackmania was on sale during the summer sale. I didn't get it then either. I thought about it though. There's a couple motorcycle games that have come out recently, like Ride and stuff, but I'm not really that into it. Doesn't really make sense to play those with a wheel, does it?
Motorcycle games, I don't know. They've never managed to immerse me. Because it's obvious that when you're doing this with a controller and your monitor goes, and you're just sitting there like, okay.
Right. No, I've never been one to lean with my controller usage. Except on Kart Racing Pro, by the way. I'm going to give some hype to Kart Racing Pro. It's in Beta 13. Next will be Beta 14, and then the full game release. In this beta, there's no multiplayer. But Kart Racing Pro is super realistic. KartRacing-Pro.com. It's a little bit expensive for what it is, but there's 5 different kart classes you could drive. Regular direct drive and shifter karts. There's a number of modded tracks, probably 40 or so plus modded tracks from the community. You could create your own tracks. It comes with all the stuff to do all that with. And it's a super realistic karting sim that I'm really getting into, and I can't wait for multiplayer to work again on it. So hype to hype to Kart Racing Pro. Everyone should check that out. Non-Steam game though.
What about the Arma Free Kart DLC? I heard that was really good.
Really, I would I'd consider trying it.
Like,
Maybe.
I
I don't
know,
know.
I know, I'm hesitating as well because it's like,
The FPS in Arma just
but
sucks. Also.
yeah, but think about this, man. Think about this. Have you ever seen a more realistic simulator than anything Armor? Like, if you want a sim, if you want to play a sim,
Yeah.
Arma. Like, that is the most realistic fucking game I've played ever.
I guess.
And if they make a karting DLC with their reputation,
Yeah, but I don't
it's
know
gotta be
that.
realistic. It's
I
gotta
don't know, dude. Something about the car physics in that game is just wonky too.
be. Eh.
Didn't you drive the carts on any of the servers we played on?
Oh yeah, I do recall, like, my car bumping into the back of yours. It sounding broken, me getting out, and while I was fixing it, it blowing up.
Yeah, you'll have that.
I
So,
remember that. That was not good.
No. Oh, and what's the other motorcycle game that's not at all a sim? It's like a
Road Redemption.
Road Redemption.
We both
Finally
got that,
Road
right?
Rash has been made, and we did get Road Redemption. I haven't installed it yet. I don't know why I
Nice.
need to do that right now.
Oh, yeah, I already installed it. I'm stoked. This makes me fucking nostalgic for Road Rash, or what was it? Yeah. Was it Road
Yeah,
Rash?
it was Road Rash for
Yeah.
Sega Genesis.
Yeah. So good. It looks just like that, though.
Yeah,
Just modern.
I'm excited to get into that when we do.
Yeah, we should definitely play that. Like, that's the kind of, like, motorcycle games that I could play, because first person?
Because you beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, no, not that. It's just first person wouldn't be immersive at all when you're doing a motorcycle game.
Yeah. I can dig it.
Third person isn't immersive at all either, because it's third person. So a motorcycle based sim just wouldn't work,
Right.
because cockpit view won't be immersive, because you'll just be sitting there with a controller and the screen will go every time you turn, and you'll
Right.
just sit there and be like,
Unless it
eh.
looks towards the apex, like some of the SimRacing games can.
Yeah, but I still think it would just break immersion.
Yeah.
As soon as you
kinda
turn
weird.
a corner, you'll just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you'd get used to it, but it wouldn't be immersive. That's why I never buy motorcycle racing games, for that exact reason. 'Cause it just wouldn't work.
Well, this was just kind of an afterthought anyway. So there we have it. We got our top 6. I added Need for Speed in there. I was persuaded by Red. And iRacing got shifted for your poopy subscription-based service. And there you have it. Tell us what you think. What?
Shifted, not shifted.
They got shafted and shifted.
Yeah.
Alright, gang. I think that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in to Good Friends Gaming.
It's been great.
It's been good.